I'm back. Road Rants on two different teams and two different reactions to the national anthem kneeling. Malcolm Jenkins of the Saints come out and made some statements today, and Pro Football Talk picked it up. As we know, earlier this year when the kneeling issue came out, Drew Brees, future Hall of Fame quarterback of the Saints, came out, went through this whole spiel about his grandfathers, the military, and how he thought it was disrespectful to kneel for the flag. Well, I agree with Drew Brees. I find it disrespectful, okay? I think you should stand. I think you should take your hat off when the national anthem plays. I think you should look at the flag. I think you should respect it. And after Drew Brees made those comments, we all know Drew came back and bent the knee. Backpedaled hard, bent the knee. I wish he had not. But one thing that didn't get enough attention was how badly his own damn teammates threw him under the bus, including Malcolm Jenkins, a player I liked, by the way. I liked Malcolm Jenkins. I really did. Anytime I've ever heard Malcolm Jenkins talk, for the most part, he sounded very intelligent. But he himself directly threw Drew Brees under the bus. And other teammates threw Drew Brees under the bus, which is utterly ridiculous. Now I want to point something out. I want to raise attention to something because I just got done watching the first episode of Hard Knocks. The Rams, the Chargers are on there this year. Well, the national anthem kneeling came up during the episode, and it was a mixed bag between the players. I have cut a clip of them having this discussion, and I'm going to drop it in this video. Let's take a look at it right now.
Or Air Force, and they're like super against kneeling for the flag, and there's something that I'm torn between with that I just don't know. I mean, I feel like there's definitely a different way to protest. And like I said, I'm all for. I just don't know how much I agree with that. I just don't know.
The piece around kneeling has never been about anything other than police brutality, right? It has never been about the flag. Actually, it was about honor. There's nothing you can do to honor the flag more than to protest during its being recognized. Like, that's what it's about. That's why the flag is there.
My dad was an Army Ranger, and I mean, he went over to the war in Panama, and I talked to him before, and I was like, so what do you think about kneeling? This was when Colin Kaepernick first did it, and he said, you know, you fight for freedom, and that's the one thing you're fighting for is freedom. And he said, you have the freedom to do what you want.
Cole, the bottom line is, in terms of protesting, we all protest differently. Just like we all have different things we eat that's differently. You protest in your own way. Just because some of your teammates are kneeling and you decide to stand, it don't mean you're not with your teammates.
I'll stand with you.
Yeah,
Okay, so you saw several players there. The cameras captured a group Zoom call in which several Chargers players talked about issues with Ted Bunch of A Call to Men, a violence prevention organization that deals with issues of manhood and preventing issues of violence against women and girls. On the call, Chargers long snapper Cole Mazza expressed conflict over how he feels about kneeling for the national anthem, citing his family's military service. After Bunch clarified kneeling before the flag was a direct protest against police brutality, not the military. Look, I still don't agree with that. Other Charger players offered their understanding. This is big. Other Charger players offered their understanding of Mazza's perspective and supported him should he decide he wanted to remain standing. I think that it's beautiful of our country and somebody being able to protest for somebody who's also standing for what they believe in, quarterback Tyrod Taylor said. At the end of the day, it is about having respect for one another, okay? And you heard that in the clip. My point is, look at how much of a better job the Chargers just handled the kneeling situation than the Saints did. After all that Drew Brees has done for that city and that area, donating $5 million to COVID relief, just 2 months. Before this incident happened, him and his wife donated $5 million to a state that is predominantly black American. COVID hit the black community really hard. They gave their own money, $5 million, and his fellow Saint players threw him under the bus. I got so mad, I told John Matrix at the time, I said, I'm not too sure. I wouldn't ask for a damn refund. And there is so much out there that shows how Drew Brees has worked with the black community over the years, and they got so angry with him because he was saying he didn't believe that you should kneel for the national anthem. Well, the Chargers show how true teammates have each other's back, and I wanted to recognize that. I don't agree with kneeling, but I do appreciate the fact that Charger players respect each other, their decisions, and they don't want to throw the guys that want to stand under the bus, unlike Malcolm Jenkins and the rest of the Saints. That's a big deal. And it makes me wonder, why the hell the Saints, instead of dogging out Drew Brees on social media, why the hell weren't you calling Drew Brees and say, man, we got you. We respect your decision. If that's the way you feel, we respect it. They didn't do that. They backed Drew Brees into a corner. LeBron James was part of that, a no good bastard. They backed him into a corner until Drew Brees bent the knee. And I understand. I understand why Drew Brees did it. If it was me, I'd have been like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'll ask for a trade. If my teammates don't have my back any better than that, to hell with you. I want out of New Orleans. I want out of New Orleans. I'll go somewhere. I bet you there's a team out there with some teammates that will have my back because I'm a Hall of Famer and they know I'm a hell of a quarterback. The Chargers are a prime example. They would have existed. Those teams would have existed. The very team Drew Brees came on to the league with. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Look, like I said, I don't agree with the kneeling. Y'all know how I feel about that. But it's good to see a team have their teammates back instead of the repugnant nature in which the Saints treated Drew Brees. We haven't talked about that nearly enough. How poorly the Saints teammates of Drew Brees treated Drew Brees. Instead of being true teammates, they all acted like a bunch of butthurt bitches is what they act like. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.